And good evening, race fans. Welcome back. Welcome back. It is new season, everybody, and I'm back. That's right, Shady Acres back in the house, back in the FTR booth. Good evening, all you race fans. Thank you for joining us. I am finally back in the FTR booth, and I would not come up here if I didn't have my sidekick, the one loose lug nut. What's going on, Luggy? How you doing tonight, my man?
Shady Acres, you ready to rock and roll?
I am ready to rock and roll. I've been rocking and rolling since last night, my friend. I've been doing all right.
You still riding your high, are you?
I am riding my high. I am, dadgummit. I am, man. It was a way to kick off a season, man. It was ready to kick off a season. It was a heck of a race last night. Heck of a win by Snowden. But that was last night. That was Pro-Am. This is a new night. This is Wednesday night. And
Yes.
as you know, man, and everybody knows, Wednesday night means FTR Elite, baby. The Elite is back. That's right, man. Whole
The
new
best of
season.
the best.
Yeah, whole new season, whole new roster. Speaking of that, what are your thoughts about this roster for this season, man? What are your thoughts on the new drivers that have climbed the ranks of FTR and now going to be an Elite this season?
It looks like alphabet soup up there right now with all the new names in there. You got you got the old, you got the new. It's going to be interesting to see how the new, as we say, young guns come up and trying to prove that they belong there and need to be there. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting night.
And you kind of hit on something there, actually. Trying to prove themselves. So I'm kind of expecting to see a lot of, not your typical, Daytona, follow the leader snake line for, 150, 100 laps, whatever the hell, for the next hour and a half. I think you'll see that probably in the beginning, stage one, because it's stage one. There's no reason really to make unnecessary risks and push. I think you'll see guys in the back half of the field try to make some moves and try to get that high line working. But for the most part, I think, we've seen it time and time again at these super speedways that, at the beginning of the race in stage one, you're just kind of riding. You're just kind of logging laps and just trying to, get into the actual part of the race. But when we get into stage three, like you said, you got a lot of new guys that have moved up that, want to prove themselves. They want to prove that they belong in Elite. A couple of guys are making a big jump, from Pro-Am and Pro up to Elite, man. It's a big jump.
I want to kind of rephrase that. They've already proved that they belong there. Now they got to prove that they need to stay there, like they belong to stay there. If that
Well
makes sense.
put.
Yeah, mix that up. So
Well put. And you can.
they're trying to keep their seat there, is what I'm trying to say.
Right. And as one of the names in particular, man, that's kind of made the biggest jump is B Nizzy.
Yes.
He jumping from the Pro-Am, and he had the past two seasons, man. He did awesome in the Pro-Am, and I can't wait to see him on this track tonight and all season. But there is one person missing tonight. There is that one guy and it's going to be strange. It's going to be really, really strange that the owner, Billy, is not going to be able to make the race tonight. He's away on family vacation, so he's not, and he's not going to be in the race tonight. It's just, I don't know. It's kind of a weird. I'm not used to that. I'm not used to seeing,
not for a Daytona, no.
Right, in the first race of the season. But hey, man, life and family comes before everything and everyone.
It's Valentine's Day. Like we keep forgetting that also. So.
Oh, is it? I just said I forget.
That's what I've been told. I really don't know. I've been told that today.
Well, you just reminded me of it. I think.
What'd you get, Mama?
What did I get,
Nothing?
Mama? I made her a nice dinner.
Right on.
And
Good for you.
she asked where the flowers were, and I said they're not in bloom yet.
Yeah, no, 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 they're not ready yet.
They're
No.
still sleeping.
Yeah, they're still sleeping.
Speaking of
So,
sleeping, speaking of sleeping, man, we're starting to get some invites now, so I think we're
oh,
getting
are
ready to
we
go
all
race.
right?
This is, a little different, because, usually we have the qualifying and stuff like that, and we get to chit chat and everything through the qualifying, but no, not tonight. These guys are going to be going live. They're already in the lobby. They've already had their duels this past week. Eagles is on the pole tonight, man, and I think he's going to be one to watch. I mean
All
he's
right.
I mean he's an FTR champion. He won the championship last season, I believe, didn't he? Didn't he win that championship?
I'm going for Big Toe Joe tonight.
You going
Without
Big
even
Toe Joe?
seeing anybody else, I'm going for Lynch tonight.
All right. Okay. So yeah, that's your number one pick. Who's going to be the
Yep.
dark horse?
My dark horse should be Mr. Heavy Duty. I see that he's in the house tonight after a long hiatus.
Yes.
Hiatus?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he's
am.
there.
I can't wait. I'm so excited to see Heavy Duty back up in here, back up in FTR, man. But, man, I don't know who to pick though, man. For real,
Dan's got a wicked car here. He's been practicing all week. I know that. I was in quite a few lobbies with him.
right? I mean,
So
it's take your pick. It's pick your poison because you got champions in this race like Eagles. Davey Allison has moved up. I believe you have Dark Knight. He's up in there. Yeah, he's a champion as well. I believe it's I mean, you got several champions. Then you got man. I mean, the list goes on. You got Eneltown. He could win it. Tone Touch. He's very good on the super speedways. I mean, the list goes on and on with great drivers that are in here, man. I mean,
now,
it's.
is Tommy Boy jumping up there tonight for the hot seat? I see he's broadcasting. It says hot seat. So is
I
he actually in this one also?
I
Because he
believe
won
he's.
the other
I
night.
believe he is. I believe he is.
Okay.
From what I understand, looking at the from earlier, that
Right.
yes, that he's gonna be in the race. We'll have to see. I mean, but I'm looking through these names. I mean, you got like I said, you got names like Eagles, Eneltown, Technasi, iShoot, Davey Allison, Happy
C-Fan.
won the pro series last year. You can't count Happy out. He's going to be shooting for another championship in some hardware. The same with Dark Knight. And then like you mentioned Dan the Man, and I mean you can't count out Dunlap. Dunlap's back. I
Yeah,
mean,
I think he's under the weather tonight. He said he's not talking much, but that won't stop him from driving hard. So
no,
should
no,
be
it won't.
interesting.
It won't. So, man, let's
Do
see.
you have any of broadcast up on your end? I got C-Fan and Tommy Boy up.
Oh yeah, there's some viewers. We got live viewers, of course,
No,
man.
I mean, have you watched any of the drivers in there yet? You have,
they can't.
people can't hear you.
They can't hear me.
You can't hear Shady at all, or he's low.
I might be low. I mean, I was heard last night. Hold on a second. Bear with me real quick. Maybe yeah. I got my voice and everything. I mean, I've never, changed anything around. I mean, as far as. Yeah, Shady Acres Entertainment. I mean, it's. Yeah, they can hear. Yeah, they can hear. Yeah, Billy can. I'm not sure. So, yeah, it's
I
Shady
can
Acres
hear you on the
Entertainment.
broadcast.
Uh huh. Okay, well, we're all good. We're all good. We're all good. Maybe
Loud and clear.
maybe
Okay,
just
we're loud and clear.
yeah,
All
man.
right.
Maybe just accidentally had the mute turned on or something. The volume turned down low. Who knows? So hopefully it can get everything all good. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe something wrong. But anyway, we're talking about racing here because these guys are getting ready to go racing. Let me get back onto the
Yeah.
to the stream. Um, there we
PD
go.
Taco Bell Wi-Fi. It's clear we're ready
Well,
to go. It looks
I
like
know he
you're
was
in
on the
there.
road. I know he was
Yeah.
on the road. He and Blazin, man, they do some
He's
heavy
probably
duty.
sitting in one of the cars on the trailer. surrounded by metal. Can't get in.
Oh man, it's
You
yep.
can all roll,
Yeah,
Billy. You
let
can
let
all
them
roll.
let them roll, let them roll.
Let them roll.
You know, let them roll. We got a bunch of fans already are waiting and licking their chops for this race to get going. I'm still trying to think. All right, here's you know what? Uh man, I want you know what? I'm gonna
Just
go.
commit. You gotta commit. Just make
All
a
right, all
commitment.
right. I'm gonna commit. I'm gonna go with Happy as my number one, and my dark horse. I'm going with my dog B Nizzy as my dark horse. But
Okay.
okay, I'm going to do a Dark Horse A and Dark Horse B. B Nizzy and Dark Knight because both of them, man,
Join.
they're B Nizzy and Dark and Happy, wins the coin toss, and we're going to join up and we're going racing, y'all. Did you get plenty? Did you say what?
Old Big Rig dumped in on the chat, so say good evening, Big Rig and viewers.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Like to miss glad to see, yeah, glad to see him tuning in, and good guy. I hope everything does well, and I think he's still broadcasting. He's still broadcasting, I think, for another league. So I got to tune into that. But we're loading in here for the FTR. Season 8 Elite Series at Daytona. Let's go! Let's get it on. I've been waiting for this for a long time, man. Finally back in the
Yep.
FTR booth with you, man. Such a pleasure, man. So it's
Yeah, it's
such
been
a
a few
such a fun.
seasons.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I had a lot of things
Here
going.
we go.
I had to
We got some new numbers out there too, so we got to pay attention to that. Whoa,
Yep.
what was I going to say?
We
What's
got
happening here? But I forgot.
yeah. Well, there's new numbers, new
We go,
cars.
what? What's going on here?
I'm not
Yeah.
sure what's going on here. Maybe they're just
No,
they
they got to
just
do like we did last night, getting over,
right.
remember?
Right,
Yeah.
because we had the
I
lag
just forgot. It's
showers.
like, oh, what's happening already?
Right, we had the
I
lag
forgot.
showers, but that's all
Yeah.
right. You know why? It gives me It gives me the opportunity to introduce these drivers to all of our fans that are watching. In this number 10 car tonight, starting off, that is Eagles in the number 10 car. Isn't that strange, y'all? He's not in the number 9. He's in the number 10
Yep.
in a Ford driving the number 10. That's the Eagles, your defending championship. Driving the number 44 car, your pole sitter, Tone Touch, driving that black number 44. He's going to be strong tonight. Watch
I
it.
thought you said Eagles on the pole.
I thought it was looking on the stream,
Oh,
but I
you
was
went by the
wrong,
room.
man. You got to.
You just went by the room. Okay.
Yeah, but no,
Okay.
Tone Touch on the pole tonight. Driving the 99 tonight in his one-up, our good friend Tom Boy driving the 99 Chevy Camaro. Ken Rod in the number 5, starting third in the second row. A great starting spot for Ken Rod driving that number 5 car. Intletown in the number 11. There's Intletown driving his famous FedEx Toyota. Right there in the middle of the pack on the outside, but look to see him go to the front as well. And that number 11 is Intletown. Lynch taking over the 9 car. He's on the outside pole. He's ready to go. He's ready to get it fired up. But Lynch driving the number 9 Napa Chevrolet. They're getting ready to go here. B Nizzy, my dog, my homeboy. He's driving the 48 and starting in a great spot there as we are going green.
Green.
And look at that. Lynch gets to an early lead.
Yeah, right off the hop.
As B Nizzy in that driving that Ally number 48 for the Elite Series. C-Fan driving the number 20. That DeWalt number 20 is C-Fan driving his number 20 like he did last season. Beezy Booth in the 16 driving the number 16 machine. That Chevrolet, nice looking orange car there. Almost reminds me of Halloween. Beezy Booth in that number 16. Big Ben driving a Michael Jordan 45 Toyota. Nice looking car. And there you got Michael Jordan on the hood there. He's running right there in the draft. Watch for Big Ben to be a player as well in that 45. Dunlap Racing in the 66. He's back. He's ready to win in the number 66. Look for him to get up there as well. Look for him to get up there.
In the books.
Yep, yeah, boy. Yeah, we're getting to it. Happy in the 41. There's Happy. Did not get a good qualifying start, but he's going to be my pick tonight. I think this is just a strategy for him. He's just kind of riding around the track right now and logging laps in that 41. But watch him as the race goes on. The same with Davey Allison. He's in that 38. He's an FTR champion as well. He's right behind Happy. He and Happy worked a lot last year in the Pro Series. Here he is in the 38. I guarantee you, he's just cruising and logging laps. He's just on a Wednesday night drive right now. Same with Dark Knight, the number 8. There's Dark Knight, one of my other dark horse. He's in the number 8. Now, if there's anybody that's going to go to the top and go to the top frequently, it'll be that number 8 car of Dark Knight. And same with the 78 of Dan the Man. You were mentioned Dan the Man in the pre-race. That number 78 car, he is fast, he is strong on all super speedways. Look for him to be the same here at Daytona tonight. And then Proc in the number 12. He's came back and joined up. He's driving that number 12 car, that yellow and green car. Proc driving that number 12. Tech Nasi in the 19. Oh, we got that looks like the number 8. Dark Knight got up into the glitch.
Yeah,
and that's going to bring out the first caution. It should have the night. Dark Knight in the 8 going into turn 3.
Lap racing also.
And Davey Allison got caught up in it in the 38. And I believe that was from the glitch. As we get around and introduce these guys, I shoot in a 24. It looks like he may have gotten somewhere part of that. Maybe he just got by it. Heavy Duty in the 55. You mentioned Heavy Duty is back. I'm going to see him flex that heavy muscle in that number 55 tonight. Glad and great to see that number 55 back in Heavy Duty. And that is our lineup for tonight. Got a lot of cars in this lineup. Got through it as fast as we could.
Impressive field tonight. A lot of good drivers in there. A lot of nice looking cars. This is going to change things up just a little bit, but
very, very fast guys. And that is our first caution that we've had in all 3 series.
Yeah.
The Pro-Am, we went caution free last night, and I believe the Pro Series went caution free on Sunday, I believe. But looked like that Dark Knight in the A car, that's exactly what happened, is going into turn 3. And I mean, as we were talking about, before we went on air, Luggy, is those glitches that are right there off of turn 2 and right there going into turn 3. And it looked like Dark Knight was the short end of the stick on that one and collected the 38 of Davey Allison and the 66 of Dunlap as well.
Lots of time, though, to come back on that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I do love the restarts. It's too wide for 2-lane racing. Read on the restarts. Gotta love that.
Speaking of, like I was saying, that 41 of Happy, he was in the back just riding, but here he is up front now. He took advantage of not pitting. He's riding 5th on the top line. He's got a line behind him. They're trying to get this top line going into turn 1. He's got some help from the 5 car behind him. That 5 car is Kenrod. It might take me. Go ahead, Luck.
Yeah, it's quite the gap there, though, in between the first 5 there and that second group.
Yeah, that second
it's not
group.
Helping at all.
They'll be right there though because they got that top line going on. Now it's going to take me a race or 2 or 3 to get the
drivers.
to memorize the drivers in these cars. But I'll get it because I was about to say Lynch in the 5 car, but no, that is Kenrod.
It's only taken me 8 seasons, so.
I
hate when they change car numbers. I'm running out of pen and paper over here.
Yeah, well, hey, that's why I got to bring up the Discord with the roster to make sure I know what's going on.
I used to write them all down. I just had so much stuff laying around that. Yeah, that's an impressive picture right there.
And speaking also
2 wide, 20 deep almost.
Yeah, speaking also as impressive is this number 44 of Tone Touch, our leader and pole sitter, as he's still and continues to remain in the lead. Kind of moves on up. Though,
What's that? We're going to have another caution here shortly.
I don't think so. They're going to go 2 by 2,
people
and
on
this
that yellow line.
And these, you know what, Luggy, these guys just threw out the window what I was thinking that they were going to do as we were talking in a pre-race. I thought they were just going to kind of ride in stage 1.
Nah.
and just kind of logged some laps. They threw that right out the window because they are 2 by 2 through the whole field. Here's Happy on the top side now with the help of the 5 car. He's looking to get this lead from Technasi, driving in his top side, and he's got a whole line with him, a Technasi and a 12 car of Proc and the 19 of Technasi.
Look at Link hanging in there.
Yeah.
Well, there's nowhere to go either, so you got no choice. You
Yeah,
can stay there or bail.
Yeah.
Nice 2-wide racing.
They're checking in with the 24 of iShoot as he's kind of riding back here. He's riding now behind Tomboy in the 99 and Davey Allison of the 38. I think he's just kind of riding, and as he looks to go under Dunlap in the 66. I think you see these guys mainly in the back. You see C-Fan there in the 20, Dark Knight there in the 8, Dunlap in the 66. I guarantee you, man, those guys, they are just kind of cruising and racing, right? You know, kind of cruising and just kind of logging a few laps here. But
looks like
look
lap
at this
13 right now.
Yep. And look at the 78 of Dan the Man jump to the high side. He saw the opening right in front of Heavy Duty in the 55, and he jumped to the high side. But look at this 4-car pack in the front. Heavy Duty, B. Nizzy in the 48, the 5, and Technasi, our leader. Man, those 4 guys just pulled away just for a moment.
Dan's bringing that top line with him, though. He's got a quick car.
He does. He
can't
is
do it alone here, that's all.
And Dan the Man, he is a seasoned veteran at its finest. I mean, he's been here a part of FTR for many years, many seasons, going all the way back, to the beginning. Also, he drove in FRR last season with being as Oh, we got a call right there, the 10 car. Did everything but spin that thing. That was Eagles in the 10 car. I'm not sure if that was a glitch off of 2 or not. But the 10 car, he did everything but wreck that car, Luggy. He had that thing twisted and sideways and all other kinds of ways.
I was sideways last night, middle of turn 3, and managed to get it straight back out somehow. Well, I had help by another car, but...
Well, you got to have a little fun sometimes, right?
I had help getting sideways and got help getting straightened back out, so I was good to go. Took both fenders off it, but I was good to go. No, that broke it up a little bit, all that kind of shuffling and... Ooh, there's some moves.
Well, that definitely did, and I'm kind of looking on this 10 car. I don't see any damage, any visible damage that would slow it down or kind of cause any kind of drag on the aero, but so he didn't get any damage from it, so he looks like he's all right. Checking in here now with B. Nizzy. Look at B. Nizzy in the 48, the rookie of the Elite Series, but he's no rookie in FTR. He's been in a Pro-Am. He came less than a half a lap from a championship 2 seasons ago. And here he is in Elite Series, and now he's riding right there in 3rd. And he's just cruising right now behind the 9 car. And B. Nizzy, he's like we were talking, he wants to prove his mettle, to say, hey guys, I know I deserve to be here. I know I belong here. I'm going to show you why I'm going to stay here.
He wants it bad enough, he'll stay there.
And he will, man. He will. I promise you that, man. He is. I mean, all these guys.
Who do you think wants it more out of all the new guys in here tonight?
B. Nizzy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, hands down. I talk to him a lot. I talk to him pretty frequently. And he has been jacked up and excited for this race, even before the duels, man. I mean, he's just been chomping at the bit to get an opportunity to race with these guys. This is the best of the best of FTR. I mean, we've already gone through the order. I mean, the only one that we're missing out on from the track is the owner himself, Billy. I definitely hope to see him back on the track when he comes back from vacation. But I mean, these are the best of the best, man. I mean, I can go through this whole field and point them all out to you. But he's just been really hungry after last season, and in the off season when he was given the opportunity to come up to Elite, and as soon as he got that green light and got the approval and got up to Elite, he just couldn't wait for this race to start. And so I would definitely have to say B Nizzy. But checking in with Big Ben, I'm not sure what happened here with Big Ben, but Big Ben is all alone with no draft.
I was just about to ask you who that is at the very, very back. I was on the leaders. I didn't want to move.
Yeah, that's Big Ben. I have no idea what may have happened, but he is definitely. I think something had to have happened back there.
Who's our sponsor, Shady?
I'll let you. I know we got.
Full Throttle Custom Designs.
Thank you, sir.
Minipeach.com. I think Wheels on Wheels Auto Transport, and I do believe Napa's still in here. I'm not sure. I have been not told otherwise. So Van Winkle Napa Auto Parts, I do believe.
Yeah.
Until I'm told different.
Until we're told different. And I'm trying to pick up, here we go, you got Technasi in the 19 and the 12 of Proc. They also have lost the lead draft, the pack of the main pack, the lead pack.
Yeah,
but
I see that now.
Yeah, at least they're hooked up together, so they're not going to lose as much time as Big Ben in the 45. So it makes me wonder what may have happened, with the three of these guys. Proc in the 12, and Technasi in the 19 and the 45 of Big Ben. As Big Ben, whatever happened, he caught the short end and got the worst of it because he's all by himself. And they're still, a good handful of laps away from needing to pit. I mean, they probably still have 10 or 11 laps of fuel left because they'll only have to pit one time this stage, as each stage it's a 1, 1, and 1. So each stage everybody's only got to pit once. So they're going to have to make a pit, and I think it's going to come up soon. I think you're going to see it real soon, Luggy. You know why? Because they're all in a straight line now.
Yeah, we got, 11 laps or so?
Yeah. And
left on fuel.
Yep, it's kind of an indication, on these super speedways.
I think you're getting a little... Big Toe Joe got loose a little.
Oh, we got
awesome
11...
show, guys.
11...
Awesome race.
11 laps to go in stage 1, and waiting to see some guys making some pit signals, but not yet. But I guarantee you'll start seeing those pit signals soon.
Yep.
Right now, Tone Touch still leading. Your pole sitter so far has led every lap so far in stage 1.
And using the most gas.
Yeah, that's exactly right. He is burning as more gas than anybody. But look here at the top, as I just went past him, I believe.
Who is that? That is...
That's
Dan?
Yep, that was
Dan.
Yep, the 78 of Dan the Man. He jumped up to the high side. The 10 car of Eagles kind of took a look with them, but they jumped right back down. As he looks in front of him, as he's now trying to catch up to that lead pack there, and catch the draft of the 99 of Tomboy.
I think I just kind of stay where I am right now to figure who's pitting and who's not. They're getting that close, I think.
Absolutely. And this is what I was saying, last night, in the race when everybody was like, well, why nobody wants to go to the high side. Nobody wants to go to the high side. Why won't anybody go to the high side? And I was like, well, it's stage 1. there's really no need to take an unnecessary risk. And over here they go to the high side. As soon as I
Yep.
say something,
There goes Dan.
they got it working. And here comes Dan with the help of Eagles, and he's going to make the pass.
Yep. First lead change of the night.
Yes, sir. The very first lead change of the night, and put the 78 to the point.
Let's just see if he crosses the line there.
As the 78 now
Well,
out in
that
front.
drew everybody up off the bottom, eh? Did you see that coming in the corner? Everybody up off that bottom.
Yep. But so far, see, I mean, that's what these elite guys do, man. I mean, like I was saying, I mean, you know, it's still early in the race. You just, you know, there's no need to push things or make an unnecessary risk, and you know, somebody clipping the apron and dooring you into the wall, and then you're really in trouble. You know, and just kind of ride and just kind of hang out. You know, and early in the race, just log laps, and you want to be there at the end, but. I mean, as we've seen already, man, these guys, they can get a couple of them together and form up. They're going to go to that outside.
Yeah.
We've seen that a couple of times already. But yeah, Luggy, these guys, we're definitely going to start seeing some pit stops here very soon because they probably only have about 6 or 7 laps of fuel left. And
you think they'll break it up?
Oh yeah.
Break up the group?
Oh yeah.
There's somebody loose.
That looked like the 48 of B Nizzy. Well, we've got 7 laps to go, so when we're...
Well, they've already made their mandatory, so they necessarily don't have to pit, so...
Well, some of them did. Some of them did, because I don't think everybody pitted. I'm not sure.
Oh, why wouldn't you when it would have been the opportunity? You're not going to lose that thing.
Well, here comes Proc. Proc is down pit road to make his pit stop.
Huh.
So you're right. You just reminded me of that early caution that we had. Here comes more guys making the pit stop. That's the 44 of Tone Touch and the 9 car of Lynch, the Big Toe Joe Lynch. He's coming in with Tone Touch.
I'm still seeing like 7 laps left on the fuel tank.
Yep. But that's a good point, man. I overlooked it that we did have that caution, so...
Whoa, there's more signaling? Yeah, there's more signaling. Alright, so that just throws that right out the window.
Yeah, well, I think that, you know, some guys did and some guys didn't, but we're going to find out who did and who didn't here.
Well, because the restart really didn't change that much. That's why I kind of figured everybody there's only a few different changes after they come out of the pit, so that's why I figured everybody kind of pitted.
Well, it was so early in the race, and
yeah, because we were only about 6 or 7 into it, so
yeah, if that. And I mean, remember, I mean, I'm not, because I think Happy was one that didn't pit because he was there in the back, and then after that caution, he was up there already to the front.
And you can't pit with 3 to go, so
right. And here comes
Technasi. They better make up their mind.
Technasi down pit road as well, so he's making his pit. Now let's ride.
I'm staying on Dan for a minute and see what these guys decide to do. I haven't seen much movement out of the top 10.
Yep, I'm not seeing any at all coming down, so no takers that time.
Let's see what we got left here for laps.
So we've got 4 laps to go.
Okay, yeah, these front guys aren't pitting.
Yeah, well, I mean, if they're going to pit, this is the last lap they have to pit because, like you said, Luggy, the pits close with 3 to go.
Now they got 6, 7 laps, 5 laps left on fuel, so they're not pitting.
Yep. So right now you got Dan the Man as your leader. You got Eagles in second. You got Kenrod there in third. C-Fan is fourth. I Shoot is fifth. B Nizzy is sixth. Tomboy 7th. Dark Knight in 8th, Happy 9th, and Davey Allison round out the top 10.
So somebody just went in the pits right now. Who is that?
Well, let's take a look.
That is...
Let's take a gander. That's B Nizzy in the 48.
Okay, well, he's almost on the time limit of laps, I do believe.
Yep, he pitted on the last opportunity that he can. The pits now close.
Yeah.
and he just topped it off with fuel, which
Yeah.
is so he made that was a good call there, and you know with the first stage, it's only the first stage, it's really not going to matter too much until we get to stage 3. But they are coming down to the end pretty quickly. Dan the Man in the 78 still out in front, as we've only had 2 lead changes of the night. Tone Touch, your pole sitter, led for the first half, and Dan the Man here in a 78 has led the remaining laps.
Yeah. The 5 laps now, I guess, on his.
Yep. And we're coming down the end. So now we're going to see if we see a little bit of fireworks here at the end of stage 1. I don't know. I think we will. Knowing these guys and knowing these guys in Elite, man, I think they're going to...
They're going to go 2 wide, 2, 3
Yeah.
wide. Points. It
Yep,
is the Daytona, but those points are also welcome at this point of the year.
Yep. Every point
Everybody
matters.
wants to hit a Daytona with decent points. They don't care who you are.
Absolutely. You want to start the season off on the right foot, and this is the last lap. This is the white flag for stage 1. So this is the last lap of stage 1. As
Better make that car awful wide.
Hey.
Oh, we got lap cars coming in factor here.
Yep, and now you got to see guys come trying to take a look to the outside there in the back. I shoot in a 24, and here comes, looks like Big Ben. He went up to the high side, now dives down to the bottom and leaves the 9 kind of hanging out to dry. Here comes 78 of Dan the Man as they get a little racy back here, and here comes the 10 car and the 20. They're going to make a run
would
for
try
it.
it sooner or later.
Dan the Man takes stage 1.
Nice.
The 10 car of Eagles, he tried to make it interesting there at the end. He tried to make it interesting.
That was an exciting first stage, I will say. That's
Yes,
one
it
of the
was.
best races I've seen here at Daytona in a while.
As congratulations.
Nice door-to-door, yep.
Yeah, congratulations to Dan the Man taking stage 1. Eagles in 2nd, Kenrod in 3rd, C-Fan Grab 4th, I Shoot in 5th, Tomboy in 6th, Dark Knight 7th, Happy in 8th, Intletown 9th, Davey Allison 10th, and Heavy Duty round out the top 11 for stage 1. But mark down stage 1 of the very first race to this guy right here, the number 78 of Dan the Man.
Dan the Man. Nice run. Well, still in the pole. Good stuff.
Now let's
He's
see.
not a pretty picture coming to the start.
Yep. Now let's see how this goes off on the second. Now look who's on the outside of the pole now. On the outside starting the second. That's Intletown in the 11 car.
We got like 20 drivers? I didn't count them all, but it's got to be close to
19.
Close to that. 19?
Yep, 19 in the field.
That's kind of close to 20, I think.
Yep, it was not one short of it.
Yeah.
Kind of run.
Looking back at them.
Kind of looking at this top line here of B Nizzy, Dark Knight, I Shoot, and the 16 got into the apron, and that big wreck in the back.
Here we go. We got 5, 6 of them crashing.
Big wreck.
16.
BZ Booth in the 16.
Yeah,
looked like he hit that
on the track.
Yep, looked like he hit that glitch in turn 3 and took out a couple guys with him.
Whack of them. At least they're not still racing.
Wow.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's got to be a caution.
Tech Nasi in the 19. He's Tech Nasi in the 19. He's stuck.
And that's in less laps than the first caution was, so that's really going to play with pit stops again. Like that was what, lap 3? 2? 3?
It was like 2 or 3.
Wow.
So, I mean, isn't that interesting? We went caution free in the Pro Series on Sunday, caution free last night in the Pro-Am Series. And already,
I think that's, guys not practicing that glitch. I think that's what that is.
Yeah, or just taking it for granted.
Well, yeah, you forget about it. You're looking left, you're looking right. You're not looking for something that's not there until you run over it. It's like a pothole. You never see it till you're all the way through it.
Right. I never see it until until I'm looking at the infield.
Yeah.
Either I'm looking at
I got it once last night, but I was by myself, so it wasn't too bad. It just kind of jumped the ass end up a little bit, but that's about all it did. I was able to
what, I got it a couple
keep it under.
times.
Whoa, there goes Eagles again.
I got it a couple times last night, but not very. Not thank the Lord, it didn't wreck me. All it did, it just kind of just made it loose. But with these next gen cars, they're a lot heavier than the old 2020 cars. So if I was in a 2020 car, I would have been spinning and probably flipping down the tri-oval. But with these next gen cars being a lot heavier, yeah, it was all right.
They ever make me antsy on the starts. They are all over. The top line is just so hard to, it's like the wall's got a vacuum on it. There's a little gap there, and the next thing you know, you're being sucked right into it.
Yep. And two guys that were on the top. You
try to stay off it. Yeah, they're not going anywhere.
Up, and they tried to get some forming up here in the back, and it kind of fizzled out.
Yeah, it's just too bouncy. You can't. Oh, I couldn't seem to. Well, me, it's my eyes, but I just didn't feel comfortable up there.
Yeah. I wasn't going to go up there. Happy. I wasn't going to go up there unless I absolutely needed to be honest with you.
I went there when I had to, and.
But I mean, it's a different beast with these elite guys because I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, just coming back, in the pro-am and haven't raced with quite a few of those guys in there. I hadn't built that trust with those guys yet. So I honestly, we got these guys beating and banging back here. I shoot in the 24, 3 wide with Big Ben and a 9 car of Big Toe Joe Lynch. They were 3 wide going into turn 3 there.
Nice.
They were able to hold it. Big Ben in the 45 almost got the worst of it as he got as close as the wall as you can get without hitting it. I don't think you could probably put a single sheet of paper in between that 45 and the wall. But he kept it off of there. He's got to get it going straight.
You see Fan putting a good run in?
And C-Fan back in that 20 car.
Yep.
And let's get on that 20 car. There's C-Fan right there. Up in the second spot now. He's worked his way up. He was right back. He was back in the back and just kind of, using the riding along his strategy there in the beginning part of stage 1, right in the beginning of the race. But here he is already up to second spot. And right behind Dan the Man, the leader, driving that number 20 car. And he's in the catbird seat, man. He's in the position where I want to be in every super speedway race. In every single lap except the last one, I want to be in that second spot because you're in that catbird seat, either the second or third spot. As you see, Tomboy in the 99, he's riding third right now, and those are the two prime spots that you want to be in at these tracks is that second and third spot.
I ran third with you there, third and fourth with you last night. I felt comfortable there, like between third and sixth place. I felt comfortable in there.
Yeah.
I was kind of wiggly off the yellow line. I was concentrating too much to stay away from it. When you do that, when you're looking at an object, you drive right towards it.
Yep.
So yeah, I concentrated too much on the line, staying off that glitch. Just a little bouncy.
And being up at the front, when you're in that top 5, you don't really need to make a move. I mean, you can. I mean, if you want to really be aggressive, then yeah, you can make a move. But for the most part, in the top 5, all top 5 cars are pretty happy where they're at. At this stage of the game, only coming up on about halfway point of stage 2, so they're very comfortable. Oh, the 99 clipped the apron, went up.
Like I was trying to leave a gap between me and you, I wasn't banging in the rear of you, but the guy behind me was trying to leave one, and just the draft was sucking us right back up again.
Right.
Like I was almost getting rad damage just from sucking up onto you.
Right, but like I was, but and in addition to that, being up there in that top 5, you don't really have the threat of getting past because, you know, with these super speedway races, it's all about numbers. When you're talking about the difference between the low line and the high line on which line is going to move, it's pretty simple. The line that has the more cars is going to move. It's all about numbers. If you have 5 cars on the top line and 4 cars on the bottom line, the top line is going to eventually move faster and move past the 4 on the bottom. So it's all about numbers. So if you have the top 5
you
that
also
are...
got to stay nose to tail with each other too. I've seen, well, even last night, there's more cars on the bottom, but they're kind of wiggly all over top, and less cars past them on the top because they weren't keeping their nose to tail last night.
Speaking of going on the top and trying to make a run, look at B. Nizzy in this 48 car. He had a heck of a run and got up there, but he didn't have anybody to help him. I think he passed he passed like 3 cars on the top.
Yeah, and lost 3 right there.
He would have gotten to the front. I guarantee he would have gotten to the front if he had 1 or 2 more cars with him on that momentum push, and he would have been able to have just enough momentum to probably have passed the leader enough to where he could have come down and take the lead. You know, because
lack of communication too, just not enough talking before the move was made too. Just like last night, there was a lot of talking about moves being made, but it just seemed too much talking about it. Just the moves weren't being made.
Get that? And I think in that particular case, I think B. Nizzy was just trying to experiment a little bit. I think he was just kind of experiment with his car to see, you know, if he can get that momentum run like you were just talking about, where you get that momentum from the draft and you get that momentum push. I think he was just more or less anything, just kind of testing and experimenting on how far he can get by himself with that momentum. I mean, because when you talk about when we get to the end of this race, and this is very smart on B. Nizzy's part, you know, if that's in fact what he did, and I believe that's what he was doing, is if, you know, getting that momentum and you're at max speed, if you time it right, you back off just enough to where you're at max speed with the momentum and take it to the outside, and if you're able to pass, you know, 2 cars by yourself, that could play big when we get to the last 5 laps of this race if you don't have any help, knowing that you can do it all by yourself, you know, for, you know, the length of the backstretch or whatever.
Yeah. Look, let's talk about our hot seat driver tonight, running there in 3rd place.
Yep, that would be Tomboy in the 99.
The winner of what, Sunday? Yeah, Sunday's race.
Yeah, the winner of Sunday's race, the 99 Tomboy. And one of the things that we do here in FTR this season is that the drivers in the Pro Series that race every Sunday night at 6 p.m. Eastern, the winner of the Pro Series race on Sunday night is given the option and the invitation to drive in the Elite Series on Wednesday night. And that's gonna remain in effect all season long. And now we're gonna have a lead change here, Lucky. Look at this.
Yep.
Up front.
And I do believe that's for our league also, is it not? We can go up to Pro, no?
Yep, we can go up to Pro.
Okay.
As we're just as that lead change has happened. Yep, and the Pro Series, just like last night, Snowden wins.
To the front.
All right, Snowden won the Pro Series, the Pro-Am Series last night here at Daytona, so he is going to have the option and the invitation to ride in the Pro Series next Sunday.
Yes.
But now we've got a change of the guard with the lead, and that is the form of the 20 of C-Fan in that black and yellow DeWalt. How about them apples?
His muscle? Yeah.
I mean, the seas just parted for him like perfect.
You're saying to me it took me a while to get here, boys, but here I am.
And there he is. And if he was there for a
Whoa.
second, because now it's
Yeah,
getting
look
busy.
at that.
Now it's
Whoa.
getting busy. Oh, Eneltown, I think he clipped the apron just a little bit, able to hold on to it. And Eneltown in the 11 car. There he is. There's Eneltown. Eneltown already up to third. Eneltown starting to make some noise. Very, very quiet in the beginning of this race in the first stage. The same with the 5 car, or the, the 5 car of Kenrod, who is now taking over the lead of this race.
And Davey right there in second.
And Davey Allison right there in second. And I thought Davey was just going to be riding all race long.
Crank it up. I think we need to crank it up.
Yeah, let's crank it up a little bit.
What? So the 9 get a little wiggly there while I was cranking her up.
Yep. And got a little shuffling going on back here in mid-pack.
Oh, I get back on my race here.
Look, we have a car in the wall. The 41 of Happy. He got made contact with the wall.
Oh no, he's not going to be happy about that.
Absolutely not. Not sure you caught the end of it, but he got contact. I think somebody came up on him, and he made contact with the outside wall. Now fortunately, he's not all by himself, and he's going to catch back up to this pack here. And thank goodness that Beezy Booth in the 16 was right behind him to give him that draft. And here he is catching up to one of his good friends, Dunlap, in the 66. Real good friends, and they got caught up. But Happy just dodged a big bullet because he got up into that. It looked like to me from what I saw, and here he goes to the top side with Dunlap now. These guys are trying to make a move on heavy duty in the 55.
We got
looking
between
ahead,
8 and 10 laps to go on fuel.
Oh, and Dunlap. And the 48. Oh, and the 48 got in the 41, and the 41 back into the wall. Oh, man.
Still rolling.
He's still going. He talk about the wrong place at the wrong time for Happy, and that sucks for the 48. And I know how bad B. Nizzy's feeling right now in the 48, as he was caught there in the sucker hole, as Dunlap went to the outside of him. And and B. Nizzy, you could see B. Nizzy try to come down to try to give some room, because he knew that the 41 was following Dunlap on the outside, so he tried to come down. But when he came down, there was a car there, so he had to change it up and overcorrected and went back up. And Happy was just at the wrong place at the wrong time. Call that a racing incident. But Happy...
9 left in fuel per se, and I'll give you a lap count here in a second.
Yep, we'll get a lap count here. I'll tell you right now, we've got 8 laps to go. So this next time by, we'll have 7 laps to go. But Happy now, he has no choice but to just kind of ride it out. But it is only stage 2, so it's all right. It's all right.
Pit stops are taken care of, so.
Right, he's in good shape. He's all right. He's just riding right now, and it.
Oh, Tommy Boy got disconnected.
Oh man, no.
Tommy Boy. Yeah.
And Tomboy in the 99 with a mechanical failure, going to take it back behind the wall. Yeah, there he is.
Wow.
He's taking it back behind the wall with a mechanical issue. Hey, here's that top line working again of that 78 car of Dan the Man leading the way with the 10 of Eagles. Let's get on that 10 car. If we can
Ooh, that's a
find
pretty
him.
picture coming through. Oh, pretty picture going to get messy.
Man, my camera's just not working right for me. I gotta get this
They seem to be a little slow on changing over a little bit.
Yeah. The Eagles driving in this 10 car right on the bumper of that 78 of Dan the Man trying to go. Oh, woohoo! Got a little
Whoa.
bit. He got into the bumper a little bit too hard right there in the corner and almost sent Eagles up into the wall. But the one thing it did do, it lost that momentum.
Yep.
And that top line is going to fizzle out. So here they go, going to drop down back to the bottom. Same with Dunlap. Dunlap dropped down.
This is getting messy.
It's getting it's starting to get racy.
Do you know what we call that?
What do you call that?
The poo pack.
They'll call that the poo pack. You call it the poo pack.
We call that the poo pack.
I call it a hornet's nest. Or actually, I call it the wash. You know what? I always used to say it's a wash because, you know, you get everybody all scrambling together and you're either going to come out clean or you're going to come out not so clean and you're going to come out dirty and roughed up. So, you know, one way or the other. So that's what I always like to call it the wash. So, you know, you call it the wash, the hornet's nest, poo pack. You say tomato, I say tomato. But right now, Kenrod still out in front. Davey Allison second. Eneltown third. C-Fan fourth. Dark Knight up into the fifth position in that 8 car. Tone Touch sixth. Big Show Joe in the 9 car is seventh. And everybody else, the rest. As they are
just
2
the
by
rest
2.
of them are coming. Yeah, the rest are coming right now.
Yep, here they come.
No pits.
Nope. Now what? Oh, that wasn't.
They're putting on. They put on a good show tonight.
Very good show. These guys are putting on, and I can't wait till we get to stage 3, as they're getting racy back here. Heavy Duty leading an outside pack. Oh, the 9 car gets brushed down down to the bottom, and the 9 car's pitting.
What?
As the 9 car came down pit road.
Wow.
He had to pit. And this was the last time he just pitted, so because as they cross the stripe, there's 3 laps to go. Oh, with some more contact being made. Proc in the 12 car up into the wall.
Yeah.
In turn 2, Eagles. Eagles. I don't know if you came down. They just kind of collided. Eagles and Proc got together coming off of turn 2. I think they just kind of got together. They were kind of they were going for the same spot at the same time. But now Eagles in the 10 car is dropped back, and he doesn't have anybody with him.
No. Get back in the just here for the end.
These guys are getting real racy. Oh, the 48.
Oh, yeah,
B. Nizzy. I think he hit that glitch right there in the tri-oval. There was that glitch right there in the tri-oval. And B. Nizzy now looking to get under Davey Allison, and now trying to get under the 44 of Tone Touch. B. Nizzy now gets moved up.
Whoa, yep.
And they are really I wonder if tempers might be starting to flare here a little bit.
Five's doing everything he can to hold on to it.
Yeah, he did. He's doing everything he can. He's going to drop back a little bit until he can get back in line.
Got the Eneltown right behind him. He'll take a hole if it's available.
These guys are really racing back here as they cross the line. This is the last lap, Luggy. This is the last lap in stage 1. Oh, into the wall goes the 16. Big wreck in the back. The 16 and the 66 both gone around, and it's going to end under caution. That's the 16 again. And if I'm not mistaken, the 16 has been in at
3 or 4.
I think all of the cautions. I mean, he's just been in the wrong place at the wrong time. This is, I believe, our 4th caution or our 3rd caution. Yeah, this is our 3rd or 4th caution, and he's just been in every single one of them. No fault of his own. just at the wrong place, wrong time. Dunlap in the 66 also got involved. He's got a lot of heavy damage, but that's going to end stage 1. Congratulations to the 5-car of Kenrod, the stage 2 winner.
Talent C fan, Dan the Man.
Dark Knight in 4th,
Yep.
I Shoot 5th, Dan the Man 6th, B Nizzy in 7th, Tone Touch 8th, Heavy Duty 9th, and Davey Allison round out the top 10 in stage 2. And as we start stage 3, and here we go in stage 3. And man, that was only stage 2, man, and we, man, I think the gloves are starting to come off a little bit as we're starting stage 3. This could get real interesting real quick.
Yes, Tommy Boy, for tonight, just the 2 of us.
The 9-car, looked like the 9-car Big Toe Joe got up into the wall a little bit there. That's okay, he's all right. They were getting up to speed. But look who's out front now, Luggy. We got ourselves a new leader. That's the 11-car of Ingletown, to the point, in that FedEx Toyota.
Stage 3, 36 to go.
Yep.
35 now, but...
And I promise you, we will see a pit stop this time. We will see we have to. I say I promise because we have to. We have to see a green flag stop. We have to.
Oh yeah, we'll be stopping in this one for sure. But if they don't have a caution like they have been, they'll be waiting like they should be.
Well, look at this back
10,
here, man.
15 to go.
Look at this. This is kind of broken up into 2 different groups already. The 10-car of Eagles kind of leading a second pack with Dan the Man, and here comes Davey Allison on the outside of Eagles. He's leading the line of Dunlap and Beasy up top along with Proc. So he's got some cars helping him on the top side. And Eagles, and then here comes Davey Allison. He's leading that charge in that 38 on the top side. And if they're going to move, they better move quick, because that first, you see, there's the interval between this whole group and that first group, and they're going to catch them quick. As Davey Allison now is starting to drift down to the bottom. He's going to bring down,
what's going to happen when they get there, though?
Oh, he didn't want to leave Dunlap. He didn't want to leave him hanging out to dry. And everything fizzled out, and he's now going to drop back.
Here we go, 3 wide there. Whoa, 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 whoa,
whoa. Oh, the
Eagles. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm on the back pack here.
Yeah, I was looking at it too. The 10-car of I think that was a 10 of Eagles.
So it was 3 wide going in the corner. I wasn't sure if they're going to come out the same way or not. I was waiting for the camera to change.
Yep. Yeah, the 10-car of Eagles was in that sucker hole. The 10-car of Eagles was in that sucker hole, but he was able to...
We got a new leader.
We got a new leader?
He shot himself out front.
We've got ourselves a new leader. Guess who that is?
I shoot.
That is no other than the 24 of I Shoot. And I Shoot.
Whoa,
oh, we got contact in the back and a big wreck in the back.
Here we go. Yep, here we go. I saw that coming. That was Dark Knight. He done got loosed.
And guess what? The 16 is in it again. And Dunlap in the 66. Dunlap in the 66 also involved. Davey in the 38, he got involved.
Yeah. Dark Knight is tore up.
Oh man, and look,
he looks like he's been at a bar all night. He's looking a little rough around the edges.
But he's all right. That's all right with him. He'll just have a Bloody Mary and he'll be all right in, in an hour. But yeah, I'm looking on the replay.
30 to go. So we've only had 6 laps.
I'm looking on the replay, and it was 3 wide, as Dark Knight was 3 wide on the outside, and
Yeah,
the 48 of B. Nizzy was in the sucker hole again as they were going around turn 1 and turn 2. B. Nizzy was in the sucker hole again, and contact was made with B. Nizzy, and it was a chain. It looked like a chain effect, a domino effect. I couldn't see who was on the bottom all the way, but they made contact up into B. Nizzy, and B. Nizzy went up and made contact into Dark Knight, there was nobody else up there but the wall, and it was all she wrote from that point.
Yeah, no, absolutely nowhere to go. That's Daytona, though.
That's
it's
Daytona.
Got that shovel effect. What goes up must come down.
Right, you got that right. And that's 3 wide racing in these corners, man. I mean, it's
good
very
thing
tough.
This track, it's self-cleaning.
Yeah, I mean,
something on the top, it will move.
It's not like Talladega where, you got a lot more space. I mean, Daytona being the super speedway it is, but it's a lot skinnier. So,
it is.
I mean, there's plenty of room for 2 wide. We all know that. But when you get 3 wide in the corner, in the center of the corner at Daytona, there is very, very little room for error when you get 3 wide in the middle of the corner. I mean, down the straightaway, that's a whole different.
Especially the hidden glitches in there too.
Right, with the glitches and the bumps going through going through the middle of the corner, 3 wide. I mean, you're almost razor thin of a margin of error there. And
these
we've seen it a couple times.
You never left that yellow line. Like, you want your tire on that line, you can't do that anymore.
No.
Like, you gotta keep almost, but everybody thinks you're leaving the hole to go underneath you. Mm-hmm. It's not the case.
Yeah. And that comes with experience. I mean, these guys. Oh, we got the 9 in the wall. Yeah. The 9 gets put up in the wall that time, and that's gonna.
No harm, no foul.
Yep, he's gonna drop like a hot rock here. I want to trying to check out to see if there's much damage. I don't see a lot of damage on that 9 car, but it could have made
lead.
It could have made some damage in there.
Oh yeah, he definitely got at least side damage off that.
But that's the other thing, good with these next gen cars, man. I mean, they're kind of built like tanks almost, to where
you can. Look where that 45 car is after all the trouble he's had.
Well, let's check in on that 45 car. That is Big Ben, right behind the leader of Kenrod in second position. A good recovery by Big Ben, and that's another thing that earlier in the race, he was all by himself, at the beginning of the race, and that just shows what Daytona is now. Now in stage 3, here he is back up here in the front, riding second, right behind on the bumper of that 5 car. He can't get any more on that bumper. If he was any more on that bumper, he would be in the back seat of that 5 car.
But it's probably not even his choice either. It's just nature of the beast here.
Yeah. That sure is Daytona for you.
I was on and off. That's what you got to do here. You can't hammer it, especially when you got nowhere to go.
Right, you have to feather it, and it takes experience. It takes time to learn that, and learning, the accordion effect. That's especially on the backstretch and around through the tri-oval. When you get that momentum push and you just get that steam, that steam of momentum.
Yep.
That
somebody jumps down and you can't roll up enough, and if you do, it affects about 10 cars behind you.
Right. Absolutely right.
That's where you see those little breaks in the runs, because somebody's checked up too much and somebody's had to roll up too much.
The way this is looking now things are really changed around, because we've had 2 cautions in this stage already. Already 2 cautions.
We still got 19 to go.
Yeah, but with 19 to go, And if you're sitting back here like
Oh, that's
Eagles is
fuel.
in a
Sorry.
10.
No, that's
Oh,
fuel.
well, we got a big wreck in the
fuel.
front. Big wreck happened in the 55
Yep. Oh,
of
there
heavy
goes
duty. We
everybody.
got the big one. Come on, give me a car back on that big one. And guess who's involved in that one?
Heavy duty's upside down.
Oh man,
He's turned back over.
Heavy duty.
Welcome back, heavy duty.
He got into it and that 16 of oh man, that 16 Beezy Booth. He has had a night, man. That yet in another caution with a lot of damage. I shoot and a 24 also got involved in it. Looks like Dunlap.
Lynch.
I mean, that was a big one of Daytona.
That looked like about 8 cars.
Yeah, you had about 7 or 8 cars that got collected in that one.
Well,
so.
let's look at the back of the field. It'll tell you who was in it.
Yeah, pretty much. But I that just threw out the window any pit strategy from now to the end because everybody coming around and pit. 18 laps to go, you can make it to the end.
Yep.
But now, as we come on this start, look who's in second now. Look who's in second.
Back on the start. Here we go. Who are we again?
My dark horse. My second dark horse.
The Dark Knight?
The Dark Knight. There he is.
Charge.
Ooh, we got some movement in the back. Tone touching a 44, a pole sitter, and a 20 of C-Fan dove down to the bottom there in turn 3. We're able to find some room. Kind of riding around with Dark Knight. Now finally got himself where he wants to be, and that's up here with the leaders riding in second spot. And now fuel shouldn't be an issue because there's only 17 laps to go with that cautions. If everybody came in and topped off, then everybody should be good. But the running order now, we got Kenrod in first, Dark Knight in second, Proc in the 12 running third, Dan the Man fourth, and Eagles has moved his way back up to fifth in the 10 car. C-Fan is sixth, and Tone Touch riding in seventh.
Well, I wouldn't count Dan the Man out yet. He's known for waiting. He's sitting back there, just going to bide in his time.
Yeah. Oh no, you definitely
I was going to pick
can't.
him. It's between him or Lynch. Did anybody pick Dan? I don't know if anybody picked Dan or not.
You did. I thought you did.
No, I picked Lynch.
Oh, that you picked Lynch. That's right. I thought.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dan. Who did I pick for? No, I picked Heavy Duty for my Dark
Right.
Horse.
You got the Heavy Duty for the Dark Horse. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
Either
Lynch
way,
was
what
my...
a heck of a run by Dan the Man, I tell you what. And I mean, I got to watch him a lot last year when I was broadcasting the front row FRR the former FRR series, and I mean he was just a fun to watch, man. And he competed every single week with those guys over there, and he is a hell of a racer. Very very respectful guy, man. I mean he drives with a lot of respect, and I mean he gives respect. And I respect the heck out of him. He's a very, very good guy, very good friend, and I mean, just a pleasure to race on the track with. It really is, man. He's just a great guy all the way around.
You should see him on SnowRunner.
Well, got bad news for Technasi. Technasi in the 19 is now out of the draft. Not sure what happened,
right now.
But that's bad news as we're now, getting short on laps here. Yeah. So if he's going to have any prayer at all of getting back in it, he's gonna need the help of a caution.
Where's the little Eaglet? Oh, there's little Eaglet running fifth.
Yep, Eagles in the top 10, in the top 5 right there. I think these guys now are going to kind of try to ride. You got Eagles, C-Fan in a 20 car right behind him. Dan the Man right in front there in 4th. C-Fan in 6th, Tone Touch in 7th. Oh, we got a little... Whoa, there's...
I bet you $10 Eagles will be in either first, second, or third.
Well, we're going to find out as we only got, about 12 laps to go. So this is going to be... We're coming to the end here. trying to make a move
Stay
to
on
the
the
high
lead just for a
side.
bit.
Now we got a little bit of, we got some movement going on as.
Come on, Gonzo, wake up.
Oh,
Gotta watch the end
don't
of the
do
race.
that. Oh, the 12 car tried to go high a little too late. And then try to come down a little too late.
They're still fighting for it. Oh, 3 wide, 3 wide, 3 wide. Don't do that. Don't do it. It's not recommended you do that here.
Yeah, I would
They
strongly
should
and
have a
highly
sign going in
recommend.
turn 3. No 3 wide entering this corner.
No, do not do that.
Yeah.
Do not do that. Look at these
Or
3
use
guys
it.
on top here. You got Dunlap, Davey, and Happy all
Yeah, but
together
they're
on the
waving
high
their
side.
hands. They're just not, they're waving all over the place. They're not getting anywhere.
Well, they're outnumbered. I mean, everybody's
yeah.
on the bottom. I mean, they just don't
Would you
have
jump
the
up there to
numbers.
that snake right now? I wouldn't jump up to that snake right now.
Well, here comes Eneltown. Eneltown's going to jump up. Well, he thought about jumping up there and joining them. But
I
it's
just
all
think it's
about
too
numbers,
shaky.
man. It's all about numbers. If you've got the numbers, then you can move. But if you don't have the numbers, you're going backwards. I mean, it's as simple as that. And they are definitely outnumbered, so back to the back they're going to go.
Yeah. Everybody talked, oh, let's do the high. It's easy to say, let's do the high line, but until you're there, it's whatever.
Right. Because you have
Everybody's
to...
just saying it's racers, but it's hard to do.
Right. I mean, like I was saying, and, you know, oh, and we got another car, looks like, taken to the garage. Proc in the 12, who was just riding up there. He's had to take it to the back, and that might be a reason why he had trouble there in the middle of the pack. Something went haywire with his car, but sad to see that. And Proc now out of the race and taking it behind the wall. But things are starting to wind down for this 5 car in Kenrod. He took home stage 1 and trying to take home the trophy here at the finish, as things will get a lap count this next time by, as it's still Kenrod in first, Dark Knight in second, Danaman third, Eagles in fourth, and CFan now moved up to fifth. As they cross the line this time, we've only got 10 laps to go, so the next time by we're going to be in the single digits.
I know Eagles is going to get there. He's going to take Dan with him. Try to.
Well, look like I've for excuse me.
I think Dan and Eagles are going to get there on the bottom if they get there.
Yeah, that top side's now starting to work. Here comes
Eagles
Tone
with
Touch.
a big move, big glitch.
Here comes Tone
He hit
Touch
that
in the
glitch.
44.
Oh boy. I'll close my eyes for the next 9 laps.
Excuse me, had a frog in my throat there. Ugh. All right, look at Tone Touch now. Tone Touch,
Yep.
with
You
the
got
help
Lynch
of the
behind
9
him.
car of Lynch and the 48 of B. Nizzy with I Shoot and the 24. Now the
Lynch
high
just
side
put
is starting to
pressure on
start
that wall.
forming.
Yeah, going into this corner, you're going to see a break, yep. It goes 3 wide again going in this corner. Just going to push them all up.
Yep. Now they get back
They're gonna
2 by
lose it,
2.
yeah. Just, they're hitting 3 wide in that corner. Every time they seem to get that high line, it seems to break. Somebody dives down low thinking they can't trust that corner.
Oh. Little contact there
Yeah, don't do it.
with the 9 car and the 44.
That 8 wants it.
Oh, that 8 wants it bad.
I know Eagles wants to on that 78 too.
Yep. If you can get up there now, you look at the 78 now, trying to make a move up here.
Oh, here he goes.
He
Oh,
goes
little
under
push.
Dark Knight. He's
Oh,
going
but
to
he
make the
gets
move,
loose.
and he's going to make the pass. Dark Knight drops right behind him, and I think Dark Knight's okay with that. And I think he's got a plan for it.
Yeah, he's got one strong driver behind him, though. I don't know if his plan includes Eagles.
Well, it might, because now we're running into... Now we got 7 laps to go.
Yeah, still a
And
long ways.
the thing is, when you're first or second, or especially second, if you're in second and you're trying to plan your move on when to make a move around to make a pass for the win, it could really, really, it somehow it'll never happen. It'll very rarely happen because
Dan's going for the lead. Sorry to cut in there, but Dan was almost to the lead.
oh, he's not trying for the lead yet. He's just playing with him right now. Because now here comes the A car. You see, if you're in the second car, if you're in P2, you want to have a plan, but it's always going to get messed up because everybody behind you is going to go before you. Just like...
Let's see what Eagles can do in this corner. You can stay with... who's he there with? Oh,
that Dark Knight in the A.
Yeah, he cut down.
Ooh.
He left him hanging. Oh!
Yep. Oh, the A car, he saw...
Yeah.
He had just enough space.
He saw something, yeah.
He had just enough space and made it work. But now Dark and C-Fan in the 20. See, now they're in the catbird seat because they're going to make a move on their own regardless of who's in second. So if you're in second, and I found this out last night because, you know, I was trying to plan my move, but I had to also plan my move dictated on the cars behind me on third and fourth. So
look, that put Eagles back to what, 8th?
Yeah, Eagles.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9th.
Yeah, that dropped him back, but he's got a little bit of time still.
Yep. Well, it's not over by any means.
Yeah, but the time is clicking by here. There's only a few laps left. We're into single digits.
That's like digits under 10, right?
Yep. Yeah. Oh God. Oh, Logie, I love being back up here with you, man. It's just like old times. It's not like anything ever left. Not like I ever left.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a couple cars in a row again. That's a 45. Yeah. The 45 of Big Ben and the 10 of Eagles both slapped the wall up there in turn 2.
I get along with anybody up here. Oh, who's that down there?
Oh, we always do.
Okay, this ain't over.
But we got something special up here, you and me.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man, looking back here, Davey Allison and Happy, they're out of the draft. Those guys are by themselves back there.
Lynch is trying. They're trying. They're coming.
Let's see. This time we've got 3 laps to go. Only 3 laps to go for these guys.
Whoa! Big hit on the 9 to the 20. Ooh.
Oh man, this is anybody's ball game right now.
Yeah. This is what we want to see right here.
With 3 laps to go, this is anybody's race. Anybody's
race. Now, who is it? I say it's Dan's.
I couldn't even begin to guess.
I'm wrong a lot of the time, but
come
on, Dan, give me this one at least.
I don't. This is just impossible to impossible to even think. As now they got 2 laps to go because Dark Knight is one of the best.
7.5 corners.
Dark Knight is one of the best at these super speedways. Dan the Man also. I'd love to see Dan the Man get this win as well.
Yeah, he's worked hard this week.
I mean he's gone winless in a very long time.
This would be FTR. A big win for him. Especially everybody wants the 500. I don't care who you are. They want that 500.
It's
be
Daytona,
the only race
baby.
You ever win, but you've got the Daytona.
Especially including your leader, and that's the 5 car of Kenrod. As they come around now, they're going to take the white flag out. 1 lap to go at Daytona in the FTR Elite Series opening race. Kenrod, your leader. Can he hold on to this win? He's in first.
I expected more cars up there.
Dan the Man in second. C-Fan in third. Dark Knight in fourth. Are they going to let off? They look like they might have to let off a little bit to get this run. We're going to see as it comes.
Oh, I don't think so. Whoa,
Who's it going to be? Are they going into third, 3 and 4? Kenrod still with the lead. Dan the Man right on his heels. Here they come off of turn 4.
They're going to crash.
Off of turn 4 into the straightaway, into the tri-oval. Here it comes to the end. It's going to be Kenrod wins at Daytona.
Dan second, C-Fan third. By the looks of that picture. Wow.
What a race. Congratulations, Kenrod. Winning at Daytona. Dan the Man in second. C-Fan grabbed third. Heavy Duty in fourth. Dark Knight in fifth. Big Ben in sixth. I Shoot in seventh. Lynch in ninth. Eagles. Wait a minute, what did I mess up? Kenrod first. Dan the Man second. C-Fan third. Heavy Duty fourth. Dark Knight in fifth. Big Ben sixth. I Shoot in seventh. Lynch in eighth. Eagles ninth. And Eneltown rounds out the top 10.
Well, let's congratulate all the drivers tonight on an excellent race. Yes, there's some cautions, but that could be glitches, that could be anything. We don't know why, but congratulations to all 19 drivers on an excellent season opener at Daytona. Wow.
Man, what a way to start the season. Congratulations to Kenrod.
Make sure they're up here in the booth.
Yeah, we're going to get these guys up in the booth. Kenrod, Dan the Man, and C-Fan. And congratulations to Kenrod. An amazing, amazing job.
I think everybody should be up there. Shady guys in here.
Alrighty. Let's give me a second, ladies and gentlemen, as I...
Yeah, I'm just trying to
Dan the Man, C-Fan, and Kenrod. I don't know if do you have Kenrod? I don't know if... Alright, I don't want to say it. There he is. I got him. Yep, I got him. Alright. And, so we just need, Dan the Man and C-Fan, right? And alright, we've got them all up in here. Let me make sure I send our winner a friend request so I can... Alright, so... Yep, we're just waiting on Dan the Man. But as we wait on Dan the Man to make his way up in the booth, let's bring in the driver of the 20 car, and that is C-Fan. Man, congratulations on pulling out third, man. That was one heck of a race.
Appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, man, I had a little plan going into this race. Just stay on the bottom, you know, because I learned from my duel, if you try to go high, you know, people are going to bail on you and stuff. So I just stuck to the bottom all night and just worked my way from the back to the front multiple times, and I got lucky there. Fortunate enough, I had some guys behind me helping me out there. So, I mean, third place here is like a win. I ain't gonna lie, because I can't stand these tracks, and looking forward to going to Auto Club next week.
Well, congratulations, C-Fan, top 3.
I appreciate it, buddy.
Well, you kind of mentioned it there, and at the beginning of the race, you mentioned coming from the back to the front multiple times, and in the beginning of the race, you were there, in that back half, in that towards the back there. Was that kind of more of a game plan there, and just kind of say, hey, just kind of ride and log some laps, or did you just want to say, screw the back and let me just get to the front as fast as I can?
Well, I wanted to ride back there to save a little fuel because we kept getting the caution right at the right time, so we had to dump it in fuel saver for a couple of laps. But I just trying to fill out the new drivers, because we got a bunch of new faces up here in Elite this season, and hey man, good group of guys. I can't complain. There's a couple guys here so, but they'll figure it out, man. But yeah, we're just learning the drivers this year, and yeah, I had a good time, man, going from the back to the front.
And
Excellent race all night.
Thank you guys for broadcasting the race also.
always, man, always, man.
Thank you.
Had a blast, man. And real quick before I let you go, just one quick more question. Yeah, right there at the end, did you have a plan in place to try to make a move there on the 78 and the 5 car, or did you wait too long to make a move, or kind of go through that last lap or two as far as your plan? Did you have anything kind of in the playbook to try to grab a win?
Well, yeah, I kind of did, but Dan did a very good job, like laying back a little bit himself off the 5 car there, and the 8 car went close enough to me down the backstretch to really get a good run, and just came up a little short. You got to have somebody to go with you on that outside, and like I said, I can't complain about the 3rd place finish. Them other 2 guys, they deserve first and second. They were quick all night, so hats off, man. Congratulations to Kenny Rod on his first race at FTR and his first win.
Absolutely, man. Congratulations on getting 3rd tonight, man. That was a heck of a job. Congratulations, man. We'll see you at Auto Club next week, my friend.
I appreciate it, boy.
Absolutely, man. And Luggy, let's bring in that driver of that number 78 car of Dan the Man.
Dan the Man.
I made it.
Yes, you did, sir. I guess all that practice you did all week worked out pretty good for you.
Well, gears were like the big thing, Like I had to find the right gears, and I built a whole new car today. And just
You were strong all night. Take us through your race.
And like the first stage, I had some help with Eagles and Kenrod, so like I got the stage win. Like the second stage, I was kind of saving fuel like a little bit. And like the last stage, I was going to help like Kenrod win if I could. Like I kind of put myself in a bad spot by like being second,
Yeah, it's hard to make that move unless you know what's going to happen.
Well, like those
you.
guys in the back, you know what I mean? So I was trying to help Kenrod, because he helped me with the first stage.
Dan, man,
Sorry, you just coughed there.
it was a hell of a run, man. Hell of a run. And you had that 78 was fast all night long, man. And finally able to get you up here in a booth so I can interview you, brother, man. That's awesome.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
Well, kind of go through it.
You'll be seeing some more of me, I'm sure.
I guarantee we will, man. I guarantee it. Now, at the very end there, you're riding in second behind Ken Rod. As I asked C-Fan, did you have anything in your playbook, or did you have anything kind of, for him that you wanted, to try to get that win that you were trying to set him up? Did you have a play in mind to try to throw at him there at the end?
Yeah, like I had a play. I was like, go, Kenrod, go. I was like, stop slowing down, because like I needed his draft so that way those guys couldn't pass us. And like I was backing up, you know what I mean? So if like those guys tried to make a run, he had a better chance, and plus I had a better chance of getting a better finish, because if I wouldn't have done that, those guys would have steamrolled us,
Oh, but yeah, absolutely, man.
So that was the plan, and it's better to get second and like help him get one than get 7th, 8th.
Yeah, man,
Awesome run.
That was an awesome run, man, and freaking glad to see you have such a good run, man, and being able to and to be able to cap it off and and get it to the finish, man. As so many times that I've broadcasted these races in FTR, or last year, I saw you in these races, man, and you would have such good runs, but always something would happen and just knock you out or something. How good does this feel? To get this kind of a run and this kind of a finish, starting out a brand new season here in the FTR Elite. How good does this one feel for you?
I mean, it was like nice to get the stage win, and it was nice to get second, but it doesn't feel great. I mean, it's like a super speedway, you know what I mean? There wasn't much sweat put into this one. It was just trying to drive smart.
Wow.
What do you bring into Auto Club?
Well, I mean, like to me, it's kind of the same track.
Yeah.
Just kind of a. But I'll have something fast for Auto Club, but like a lot of guys will. Where I probably shine more is like the mile, you know what I mean? Like the mile and a halves.
Yep.
That and like
Well,
the short.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Top 3 tonight at Daytona season opener for Dan the Man.
Appreciate it, guys.
Now, congratulations, man! Awesome job. Just want to say congratulations. I'm finally glad to get you up here in the booth after, man, I don't know how many races I broadcasted with you, driving, man. So finally got you up here, and it was a long time coming, man. Great job. And let's bring on our winner, the man of the hour, and man, what a job done tonight by the driver of this number 5 car, man. TCR Kenrod, your winner at Daytona for the FTR Elite Series. Congratulations, man. Well done.
Thank you, sir. I'm over here doing the icky shuffle like DW, man. Throwing my helmet down.
Great run, Kenrod. Great run.
Thank you, sir.
Well, kind of walk us through it, man. I mean, you were able to win stage 1, and finish it off with the win at the end. Kind of walk us through your race, man. How were you able to get this done tonight?
Well, I think Dan won stage 1. I finished in 3rd behind him there, but I started the race in 3rd. My main concern was fuel once those cautions come out. I wish the cautions wouldn't have come out and we'd have got to actually pitted, but hopefully that'll happen next week at Auto Club. I think's where we're going next. It's just one of those deals where if I didn't have good friends, I wouldn't have nothing at all, man. I got to thank Dan and C-Fan and all the other ones that stayed behind me and helped me, because without them, I'd have got blue eye.
You're absolutely right, man. And last night, I said basically the same thing. At these super speedways, these draft tracks, these super speedway plate race tracks, that not one single person can win these races by themselves. It's not like a short track or a 1 mile track where you can pull away from the field and win it by yourself. You have to depend on other people and other cars around you. Being in the lead there at the end, kind of walk me through what was going through your mind there. Those last 2 or 3 laps as you were coming to the end. I mean, the excitement must have been building. You knew you were coming to the end of it. What was going through your mind there on coming to the end?
I'm still excited, man. I was just more driving out of the mirror than I was out the front of the car. I was trying to break the draft every chance that I could. When I seen them laying back for those runs, I kept thinking that people would pop up to the high side and try to get the run, and sure enough, they did. And I knew I could go back down, and people's going to follow the leader at a track like that. So as soon as I went back down, that just killed the high side's momentum, plus they were beside of us. So as soon as I went back down, it just immediately killed the run and stalled it out. And like I said, without the 20, without the 78, that wouldn't have happened on the last lap. I know I got to really thank Dan, because has Dan ever won a FTR race?
Yes.
Oh, he has? Okay.
I think so,
Well,
yeah.
Well, thank you anyways, Dan. I mean, that was cool, man. Well, this is my first race with FTR, and to get a win and be the Daytona 500 champion, baby, that's
Good luck
awesome.
from here.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
awesome. Good
that's
luck.
the only help
You got
you're
all the
getting.
help.
You're on your own now.
He said that's all the help you're getting.
Yeah.
No. I mean, I don't mind working.
I know. I'm just playing with you.
I could have backed up and got around and tried to pass you.
Oh, definitely. You and the 20 car could have. I mean, the 20 car did try to get a run, but he waited until right at the end to try to do it to where, I mean, yeah. It helped us instead of hurt us. So, thank y'all very much. I appreciate you too and the other ones that was behind us. I think the 8 car. There's a couple of others. I don't know who it was. I ain't got to watch it yet, but thank everybody. Really and truly.
Well, awesome race. Congratulations on the Daytona 500 for Elite.
Thanks, sir.
Yes, sir, man. I'm gonna go ahead and let you go and celebrate and finish it that dancing and pop open that cold frosty beverage, my friend. You earned it. Well done, my friend. That was awesome to watch you win this thing. Way to take it home, my brother.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And
Well, Shady.
It was awesome, man. This is just Daytona, man. Wait till we get to Auto Club next week, Luggy. Wait till we get to Auto Club next week.
It's going to be a great race.
What a start to the season. What a great way to start this thing off. As I was like, I want to thank everybody out there who's tuning in and be tuning in, watching this race. Without you guys, we aren't nothing. We can't put anything on without you guys watching and supporting us. Want to thank all you guys really tuning in. It was a blast being up here. So glad to be back here in the FTR booth watching these guys and bringing this race on, man. It was a lot of fun. Want to congratulate TCR Kenrod again winning the race here at Daytona. Dan the Man in second and C-Fan in third. Thank you all again, and for One Loose Slug Nut, I'm Shady Acres. We're going to see you next week, same bat time, same bat channel at Auto Club. Everybody, you have a wonderful night.